So YouTube has this glitch of unsubscribing people from channels even when they've been watching it for a very long time. So please double check if you are subscribed and turn on the notifications. This is something that many YouTubers have said in the beginning of their videos. In today's video, I'm gonna be discussing if this bug actually exists. Is this simply a coincidence, or is it all YouTube's conspiracy and plans to manipulate you? Before we start the video, I did a little survey in my community post page asking if people have been randomly unsubscribed to a channel, and I noticed something really interesting about the result. The people that have been affected adds up to exactly 20%, and the people that have never experienced it is about 80%. And these two numbers exactly matches with the 80 to 20 rule, which is also called the Pareto principle. For those of you that don't know what this is, you might have heard the phrase that 20% of people control 80% of the economy or wealth. Although it's not 100% accurate, but people came up with this based on Pareto's principle. In other words, the principle states that 80% of the outcomes are caused by 20% of input, which there are going to be 20% of people belonging to a certain group that would be different and special from the rest. This number isn't always accurate, but it has been spotted in many places in our life. And this today, which completely shocked me. Before I even made this community post, I made a little estimation based on the 80 to 20 rule, and I've never thought that it would turn out to be almost exactly the same. First off, I want to clarify that I do not work for Google, nor am I some professional analyst. I simply came up with these possible theories that I want to share with you. But it doesn't mean I am going to be 100% correct, since YouTube and those big companies will probably never tell us anything, and we're probably being manipulated without even noticing. I will first begin with my points, and I will also share a few points that I found to be quite interesting from the comment section. So normally, when I notice a problem, I would begin by looking for its cause. In other words, assuming that YouTube is actually unsubscribing you from channels, what are they trying to achieve by doing it, and how would they benefit from it? It will have to benefit YouTube in some way for them to develop this program, because as a video platform, YouTube wants you to stay and watch videos within YouTube as much as possible. Wouldn't it have a negative impact if they unsubscribe you from people that you watch? Wouldn't they lose watch time? It might appear to be that way, but I believe the exact opposite would happen. Because just think about it. When you go to YouTube and you want to watch a lot of videos, if YouTube unsubscribe you from a channel that you're supposed to be watching, it doesn't mean that you would spend that time to do something else. In fact, most of the time, you would click on something in the recommended page and watch that and spend the same amount of time or even more. So how would YouTube benefit from this? Well, keep in mind that there are over 31 million YouTube channels, meaning that there are probably multiple content creators that do the same type of content that you're interested in. But it doesn't mean that you will discover them right away. What I think the algorithm is doing is when you are unsubscribed from a channel, it will analyze the type of content that you like and recommend you other content creators that does similar type of content. After you've clicked on the video of the new content creators that YouTube recommended, you might find it to be interesting. And based on your watch time on those videos that you've clicked on, the algorithm will learn whether or not if you like the content. And if you do, the algorithm will keep recommending you the videos from that content creator. After you've discovered those YouTubers, you would probably go to their channel page and watch their other videos, which would potentially take away even more of your time, since you've probably watched most of the videos from the YouTuber that you were going to watch originally. Without having someone or yourself to remind you about that YouTuber, he or she will need to find a way to have their videos be recommended back to your YouTube page, or they would have lost a subscriber forever. However, even if they lose one or even hundreds of subscribers from this algorithm, YouTube would not lose watch time at all, but rather get even more watch time. So if this is true, I think this is actually a really smart system, because most content creators want watch time. So they would put a lot of time and effort into making their videos, so you stay for their videos for as long as possible. And YouTube is using this fact to have more and more people's time taken away. And same goes to this video. If you're already at this point and you found this video from the sacred YouTube algorithm, both YouTube and I have accomplished our goal. In the end, both the content creators and YouTube benefit from the watch time and ad revenue, and you would be satisfied with all these crazy and interesting contents. So it's a win-win. Everyone gets what they want, right? But after careful consideration, just imagine all the things you could be doing with the time that you spent on YouTube. Is it really worth it? That's basically the conspiracy theory that I came up. And I'm also looking forward to see theories from you. And what do you think about this? Leave a comment. The second possibility is that this is all a coincidence and it's just a trick that YouTubers say to trick you. Yes guys, I am that big evil YouTuber that's gonna trick you. So subscribe or I will take your bed. Many people believe that it's a mind trick that YouTubers use to trick their viewers into thinking that they've been unsubscribed, although they've never subscribed in the first place. Again, this is actually possible. The amazing YouTube algorithm will learn the type of content that you like, and many times you don't even need to subscribe to this content creator, and every time when this YouTuber uploads, his video will pop up in your recommendation page, and you'll be watching it, even when you're not subscribed. After this happens for multiple times, you really find the contents from this YouTuber to be interesting. And you probably start to think that you are already subscribed. Because if not, how did you keep up with all their videos? So when this content creators mentioned this so-called glitch, and you found yourself to not be subscribed, although you have never subscribed in the first place, you would think that it is YouTube that unsubscribed you from this channel. And therefore, after that, you would even leave a very unique impression on the channel, and you would almost be fully convinced to subscribe and turn on notification bell to this channel as a way to fight against YouTube. But little did you know, this is just a mind game casted by YouTube and the content creator. And congratulations, you have been played. In the end, YouTube and the content creator benefit from a new subscriber, which comes with more watch time and ad revenue. The new subscriber will not only be satisfied with the content, but also think that he or she has defeated YouTube. And once again, everyone benefits from this. Or do you? Finally, I think most of you haven't really experienced this, but I've actually personally experienced it before. Not only did YouTube unsubscribe me from certain channels, but it also subscribed me to some channels before. It could be because I remembered it wrong, or it could be a coincidence. However, I do think that there could be another possibility where YouTube set up a system where you are subscribed to a YouTuber but you stopped watching his or her videos for a long time and it will automatically unsubscribe you. There could potentially be a system like this to prevent subbots and viewbots. It's hard to make viewbots watch every single one of a certain YouTuber's videos, so there could be a system like this to solve that problem. At the end of the day, I'm just a kid that's trying to make sense of what's happening. I don't even know if YouTube will even recommend this video, because let's say if one of my points are right, would they even be fine with having people knowing it? But it really doesn't matter at this point, because I believe that for most of you, even after watching this video, I don't think there is that much you can do, nor will you change the way how you watch videos on YouTube. So I asked myself again, why is this video even here in the first place? What is the point of making it? And what am I trying to accomplish besides getting the views? I guess I am also pretty curious to see what you guys are thinking about this, especially if you're a content creator. Like, what do you think? Anyways, this is a different type of content compared to the other videos that I normally make. I'm sorry if I confused anyone, but yeah, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you'll enjoy it and have a wonderful spring break. Peace out.